Y'all not right.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Fair, 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 fair. And that's how we coming. And we got another one like the other one, y'all. So we got J Hood basically explaining about the corruption that takes place in the LA County Jail and in the state penitentiary, California state penitentiaries to be exact. So he pretty much explains how the LA County Jail and state prisons promote homosexual behavior by, passing out condoms, encouraging same-sex marriage, and also by paying and encouraging sex changes. So let's go ahead and get into this content, see what J Hood got to talk about.
People up for marrying, and y'all marrying them. Y'all, if y'all don't, how could y'all punish a man for being lustful towards a woman, but then hand out condoms for a man to have sex with another man?
So,
Think it, let that sit in. Y'all doing the devil's work. Now, LA County, I'm gonna take it. The LA County sheriffs are boy butt experts. Period. They got all these resources. They got x-ray machines, metal detectors. They got all these machines that they choose not to use. They choose not to use them. Would they, instead of using an x-ray machine or a metal detector, what they do is they strip search you. They strip search you, right? So, true story. Every day they send, every day about 5 times a day, matter of fact, they go to different modules in the LA County Jail, right? Because they got to give everybody a yard. Before you go to yard, you got to get strip searched. So they take you to the hallway, they strip search you, and make you turn around, squat and cough. First, it's very much degrading and it's unsanitary. They make you squat and cough. They make you grab your penis, your balls, stroke up. They make you turn around, spread them, grab your ass, spread your cheeks, regrip, squat and cough. Then they tell you, always, it seems like they always do this. After you squat and cough and regrip and touch your balls and your ass, now they talking about put your hands in your mouth. Put your lip down. Put your lip up.
hey, 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 he ain't lying, man. This nigga is not lying. I've experienced this myself. I told y'all, if y'all haven't watched my previous videos, I've explained to y'all. I did 10 years in jail, right? I did almost 2 years in the LA County Jail, and I did about almost 8 years in the pen. But during my experience in the LA County Jail, man, that was probably some of the most wicked time I did. I'm talking about he's not lying when he's referring to, how the COs strip you out, and then how they won't use, how they neglect all these other type of devices that they have that they can utilize, so they don't have to strip you out and they can see if you have contraband or not. But they like, fuck all that. We ain't using that. We want to see you bust that thing open, man. Squat, cough, busting buns open, man. We trying to see the one that's stinking, not the one that wink. That's what they be on. So he is right on that aspect. But the crazy part, let me give y'all a quick story, man. This is about this topic, right? So I was in East Max. I was in the LA County Jail facility called East Max. And every time you would go to court and come back from court, they have these 2 rooms when you come back from court where they have everybody line up. So what they'll do is they'll split the group up. You come back from court, they'll split the group up. They'll put half of the group in this room, half of the group in the other room. And what they'll do is they'll have everybody line up on the outside of the wall. while all the SEALs are standing in the middle of the room and everybody's on the outside so they can have a visual on everybody in the room. And what they do is they strip you out. So what they'll do is first they'll strip you out your clothes. They'll be like, take your shoes off. You got to take your shoes off. Bend your shoes to make sure there's none in your shoes. Take your socks off. Wring your socks out. You know, fling them out. Then they'll have you do the same thing with your pants. You know, take your pants off. Wring your pants out. Make sure there's nothing in it. Shake it out. Shake out your shirt. Take it off. Do the same thing with your boxers. Take your boxers off. Shake that out. Once you get down and you get naked, that's when they start doing all the crazy stuff. And like, I remember, I'll never forget, man. Me and my co-defendants, we lined up on the wall. They tell everybody we get down, we strip out, we shake out all our clothes, and the deputy like, all right, everybody squat and cough. Everybody squat and cough. You know, you gotta squat down low, spread your cheeks open. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So after we get done doing that, boom, they all right now. Turn around, bend over, and spread them. So mind you, when you do that, every time like that, when you get to that part of the search, it's the most foulest smell you could imagine. You gotta think it's about at least 30 people in this room. More than half of the people have horrible hygiene. So, and everybody's naked. So you can just imagine the type of stench that's lingering around in that room. So, boom, they tell squat call. So, me and both my crimees are next to me. So my crimee is right next to me, and then my other co-defendant is right next to him. So, and by the way, shout out to my co-defendants, man. Shout out to my twin, man. If y'all haven't, my twin, he's one of my co-defendants. Y'all go check out his page. He got a reaction page called Jew Blueski. Y'all go check out his content, man. He be giving good stories out on when we was in the LA County and stories on when we was in the pen and shit like that, and you know when we was doing our time. So back to the story. So everybody bend over, spread them. So while everybody's bent over, spread them, they telling my other co-defendant, not my twin, but they telling my other co-defendant, spread it more. And he's like, and I'm like, damn, they own my co-defendant. I'm like, this nigga got something or something? Because they own him. Like, spread it wider. And he's like, bro, that's as wide as I can go. I can't spread my yams any wider than it. You trying to tear my shit. So they like, bro, I want to see your fucking tonsils. And I'm talking about, it was like a weird, awkward silence when that nigga said that shit. Like, everybody, all the inmates that were lined up in the wall, when I turned around, I seen everybody turn their head like, what this nigga just say? I want to see your tonsils from your rectum. He told my co-defendant, I want to see your tonsils. I want to see you spread your yams so far apart where I could look directly through the one that stinks, all the way to your fucking throat. That shit had me like, what? And my co-defendant, he's like, bro, I can't go no more, bro. Like, this is as far as it's gonna go. So he go ahead and he, whatever. Everybody get dressed, but that shit always stuck with me. I said, man, these police are wicked, man. They do this shit for themselves. They squatting and coughing and they'll have you standing there for 30, 40 seconds, just spread it open while they just looking. They know you ain't got nothing cheaped. But they still just hold it right there. Let me just go ahead and just look at this, make sure you ain't got nothing going on up in there, man. And it's just like, man, you just think like, I just think like, if that was me, if I could use devices where I don't have to strip search you and I don't have to look at your balls and your ass and all that, I'm just gonna wand you down or make you sit, because they have X-ray machines too. Or sit on an X-ray machine, make sure you ain't got nothing hoop. If I was one of those cops, I'd be like, I'm cool on all that other stuff. I don't even want to smell your ass, none of that. And mind you, the cops, they have to smell this shit too, because they're in the room with the inmates, so they gotta smell this shit. But yeah, I just wanted to give that brief story, man. Let me go ahead and continue this
Go ahead
content.
though. Like, make sure you ain't hiding nothing in your mouth.